The window's open on my FIFA 19 career mode. We start off by seeing that Oliver Schmidt, our goalkeeper in the youth team, wanted to be promoted or he was going to leave. We did get an email about it, but some idiot didn't screenshot it. Either way, we gave him the promotion he wanted and he gladly accepted our offer of a contract, so he's in the first team now, I guess. Also, the transfer window's open again! Yay! It's the reason why we're only playing 4 matches on this video instead of 5 like I said on the last video. The first person on my radar was Marco Grujic, who's on loan at Hertha Berlin. I sent one of the scouts out to get the info I needed and went on my merry way. The shortlist for the Player of the Month for December had been announced and we had 2 players in there, Forsberg and Campbell. Not too bad. The first big signing of the January transfer window was Roma signing Falcao for the ludicrous price of 32.6 million. We also had an offer coming in for one of our midfielders, Diego Demme, from Manchester United, but I've got no replacement for him right now, so I'm not selling, and especially for that price. Benfica offered enough to activate the release clause on our sub-goalie Ivan Movogo. Don't care too much, we've got plenty of goalkeepers. And we had a press conference because we're playing Bayern Munich away in our next match. I praised Bayern Munich because, well, they're really good and ahead of us in the league. Once again, one of our players was named Player of the Month. December's award going to Kevin Campbell. And the UEFA Team of the Year shortlist for the forwards was announced. Messi, Coutinho, Dybala and Suarez. Where's Ronaldo? Interesting. The Team of the Year was announced in full. Pause it if you actually want to see it. And we had a massive match as we took on Bayern Munich for the first time this season away from home. And let's see how that went.
Can he add to the goals he scored already this season? He's already the top scorer in the league. What a match. And it's live. It's a great view for us, the commentators, as we welcome you to this marvellous stadium in Munich. It's in. It's a great start for them. A wonderful goal, and we'll now have to see whether that will change both managers' approach to this game. Marcel Sabitzer trying to steer it through. Needs to stay cool now. Oh, it's a great goal! Marcel Sabitzer threads it through. Brilliant goal! Trying to catch the opposition out with a short corner. Werner! 2 in front now.
Well, keep the concentration and they've won this match, I think.
What a result and what a way to end a goal drought. Timo Werner scoring 2 as we beat Bayern Munich 3-2. Apologies if there was a goal missing. It wasn't given to us at the end of the match in the highlights. Also, these matches happened. I got an email from Lucas Kruger, one of our young strikers, asking about his playtime. It's not likely to happen anytime soon, but I might put him on the subs bench for the next match. Also, an email from Peter Galassi, our goalkeeper. He was just pretty happy to be playing. Before all the transfer talk, we got some training done. Everyone got A's apart from Cunha only getting a B with the adept attacking scenarios. There were press stories about the last match. Amazing performances from Werner, obviously, especially in that match where he scored 2. And a story about Peter Galassi, who's getting plenty of football, which is exactly what he wants. We were looking out for new players. Here's a blast from the past. Sunil Chetri, who I had when I was managing Vaduz. I'm not going to go for him though. Instead, I sent the scouts off to have a look at Sam Schreck, a central attacking midfielder who played for Leverkusen. He could be a decent backup midfielder, and if not, I can always ask him how Donkey is. Also on my radar, I went to Arsenal to see if they had any decent midfielders on the books. I went and had a look at Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I normally scout Arsenal for potential loan signings, so I sent the scouts out to have a look at him. The latest youth scout report came in and I had a few prospects that I could possibly sign up to the youth team. Here are the couple that I did sign: Viktor Kajkowski, hope I pronounced that right, and Bogdan Wachikowski, who looks like he could be a decent striker / winger. Another big transfer window signing: Chelsea have signed Angel Di Maria for 35.8 million. That's more like it. None of this Falcao business going for stupid money. Apparently the press ran a story about Lucas Kruger, our young striker. It surprises me that they actually bothered. Must be a local paper. The manager of the year was announced. It wasn't me. There was another big match coming up, and the big story going into it was Borussia Dortmund were going to debut Seamus Coleman, their new signing. I had no new signings to debut yet, but here's the team anyway.
It's a privilege to be here today for this very special fixture. The interest has been enormous. Every time they meet each other, these two teams, it is a very special day. Hi there everybody, Martin Tyler here, along with the former Arsenal and England striker Alan Smith. Yeah, can really get at the opposition here, looking for a through ball. And it's in via the post! Alcacer. Here's a chance for Borussia Dortmund. A corner coming up. Possibilities of getting this equaliser. Room for the cross. Oh, it could be on. Got to be. Goal. They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely. And that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. He's got his shot off now. Oh, surely, no, he's missed it.
Oh, that was the opportunity to... Mind too much, his team's won.
Goals from Marcel Sabitzer and Yusuf Poulsen ensured we had another fantastic win. 2-0 the final score against Borussia Dortmund. Elsewhere in the league, nothing happened because there was no other matches. Some of the scout reports were starting to trickle through. First up was Marko Grujic, because it was the first one I sent out. It seemed decent and I wanted him anyway, so I shortlisted him on the transfer hub. However, there was a glaring issue that I didn't know about when it came to actually doing the transfer, and that was because he's on loan, he wouldn't be available for any contract negotiations. Another report came back, this one for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I wasn't as interested in him, so I let that one slip by. The team of the week was announced and somehow we didn't have any players in it, which is just madness considering the week we just had. We received another one of those boring youth development, we're not on track emails, blah blah blah, and I also got an email from Conrad Lima, our right back, wanting to play in the next game. Well, lucky for him, I rotate my fullbacks each game to keep them fresh, so he got a nice start in our next match against Fortuna Düsseldorf.
Welcome everybody, Alan Smith alongside me, Martin Tyler, nice to have you along for the ride. We could be in. Got to keep his nerve here. And this time, yes, they do score. Well, it's been coming, and they've been playing well enough to deserve this goal. Nicely created, well finished, and very well merited. It's a good ball, and it's a shot now! And they have scored, and they do lead now by 2. And they've worked very hard for this. It should get them across the line at the end of the match, we'll see. Crafting the through pass. Looking for teammates in the middle. He scored! Well, they've got a goal, but they've raised their game far too late in this match. That's a fine goal by Fortuna Düsseldorf.
Well, he's got a track record of that. On his left side, he's so dangerous.
Another decent win, another goal for Timo Werner. Marcel Sabitzer 2. 2-1 the final score against Fortuna Düsseldorf. Elsewhere in the league, there was another match happening later. Wolfsburg v Leverkusen, but nothing had happened just yet. Another big transfer story. Jordi Alba joined Liverpool for 38.5 million. I wish that happened in real life, but it probably won't. Email from Konrad Laimer after the match saying thank you for playing him, obviously. The scout report came back for Sam Schreck and I decided against him. He didn't seem all that, so I left him to go make movies in the swamp. One player that did take my eye was Renato Sanchez for Bayern Munich. He was going for a decent price, so I shortlisted him in the transfer hub. There were no issues this time. He was now on loan. We could talk to him, we could talk to the club, we could talk to everyone. Let's see how all those talks went. The talks went well, and as you can see from this press release, we signed Renato Sanchez for £13.4 million from one of our rivals, Bayern Munich. Also, a press release came in for Super Lima in form, our right back Konrad Laimer. With transfer deadline day looming, there were plenty of offers coming in for my players. Firstly, Napoli offered £18.4 million for my centre-back Willy Orban, which I rejected promptly because I need my centre-backs, especially my good centre-backs. Another transfer offer came in from Fenerbahce, £13 million for Marcel Halstenberg. I'm keeping my full-backs, I need backup for both of them. In amongst all this transfer stuff, I received an offer of international management by Iceland. Hell no do I want that. I rejected it promptly. Another big transfer deadline day signing. Mesut Ozil was unveiled as a Borussia Dortmund player. The press ran a story unsettling one of my players as we signed Renato Sanchez. Did that mean the end for Diego Demme? Maybe, maybe not. Another team of the week was announced. And both goal scorers from the last match, Marcel Sabitzer and Timo Werner, made the list. We got another transfer offer from Marcel Halstenberg. Valencia this time offering £10.7 million. Once again, I had to reject that offer because I need my fullbacks. The next offer that came in was an interesting one, 24.5 million from Manchester United for Kevin Campbell. Now he'd just won Player of the Month, but I just signed someone who could replace him, so I was inclined to accept and make a fair bit of money back in the process. Plus it meant I didn't have to shoehorn Renato Sanchez into the team. So I accepted and Manchester United purchased him. That was enough selling if you ask me, and before the transfer window closed we had one more offer come in that I was going to reject, and that was Emil Forsberg, who was wanted by Barcelona for 29.3 million. As I said, I rejected that, and just like that the transfer window was closed, and a lot of money, as you can see, was spent throughout the leagues. The press stated that we were taking our chances without Kevin Campbell, and it's true, it is a bit of a gamble, but hopefully one that will pay off. The shortlist for January's Player of the Month was announced, and we had 3 players this time: Werner, Forsberg and Sabitzer. The only player that wasn't one of our players was Torgan Hazard. Another one of the release clauses was paid. Watford offered the big money this time for Konate, one of our centre-backs, and he had a chance to impress in our next match against Hanover.
Can he add to the goals he scored already this season? He's already the top scorer in the league. What a match. And it's live. Welcome everyone, I'm Martin Tyler, he's Alan Smith, and we're going to talk about this match today from the commentary position. Renato Sanchez, Paulsen. The defence open, and the scoring should have been opened.
Head in hands, getting some stick off the crowd there.
Forsberg. Shots on here, and he's caught that right, but just off target.
Not too much wrong with the technique there.
Shut off now. Must take the lead here, which they do in good style.
They played some good football leading up to that, Martin, and thoroughly deserved that goal.
He took a chance to get in there, and the ball just fell perfectly for him. Couldn't miss from there. Good vision here. Threading it through. Looks the goalkeeper in the eye. And it's in for the goal.
Well, look at his face. He's absolutely delighted with that, and why wouldn't you be scoring on your debut?
Shot! Tried to find the winning ticket in the raffle, but a couple of numbers short.
Yes, he took it early. Didn't have too many today, but he's clinical at the moment.
We might have been able to beat Bayern, Dortmund and Düsseldorf, but we were embarrassed by Hanover losing 2-0, and elsewhere in the league, rivals Bayern Munich got a 1-0 win over Leverkusen, so much for getting top spot back. And finally, Konate must have impressed a fair bit in that match. Don't know how, we lost 2-0, but he's also had his release clause fee paid by Ajax. End of the video time, and we finish on an 82% manager popularity rating. It's gone down a little, and in profit, we're still making it. 56.79 million, that's a tidy profit. Who's selling the most shirts? At the moment, it's still Timo Werner, Marcel Sabitzer and Emil Forsberg. In the standings, had we not lost that match to Hanover, we'd probably be top of the league. But we're not, we're in second on 41 points. In the Golden Boot, what a difference a couple of matches makes. Timo Werner has shot back up to joint top with 8 goals, thanks to 3 goals in this video. He's dropped down a couple of places in the assist list, but that's only because Forsberg and Sabitzer have overtaken him. Peter Galassi only kept 1 clean sheet on this video, but that 1 clean sheet was enough to keep him top of the clean sheets list. Next time out, we start with that match that we were supposed to finish with on this video, the quarter-final match in the DFB Pokal against Dortmund. Then it's Frankfurt, Ajax, Stuttgart, and then Ajax once again. It's Europa League heavy, so why not like and subscribe.